Arioch whispers to trees in the light. Elven senses tuned to nature's blight. Rooney calls the spirits from the deep. Death cleric secrets never to keep. Bishop clangs with metal might. Roaring thunder in the night. Grimes got a grin and a glint in his eye, bugging the criminals with a fiendish try. Raise your glass and join the chorus, friends. At the Groggy Donkey, hearts are warmer than the brew. Laughter's ringing out like bells, the night feels ever new. Raise your voice and share a story, let the games begin. Time stands still within these walls as we all join in.
Thanks. Greetings and salutations, everyone. Welcome back to another round at the Groggy Donkey.
That's got to go in. You can't take that out. It has to go in. I refuse. If you take that out.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been here.
It's copyright.
No,
I'm having too much fun. I'm sorry.
It's a cover. It's a cover. I changed more than 10%. I left more than 10% of it out.
That's fair. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Copyright's only about selling it, too. We aren't selling it. It's not mine.
Not yet. We are.
Whoa! Anyway, it's been a while since we've been...
Yes, please buy us a coffee.
Subscribe to our Patreon.
Maybe a couple of copies.
For no reason.
Know.
It's been a while since we've been together in the same room, so we're trying to get the wiggle worm out and all the goofs and giggles. But yeah, we're back for another round.
It never comes out.
This
is my friend now.
Yeah, I've learned to live with it. Really.
Yeah, that's
I'm a high-functioning wiggle worm host.
I am Jacob, the founder and editor-in-chief here at the Groggy Donkey. I am also the voice of Arioch Autumn Breeze.
Hi, I'm Morgan, and I play Bishop 3.
Hi, I'm Kristen, and I'm the voice of Rooney.
Brian, your turn. Oh, sorry.
I am Brian, as he has stated, and I play Grime, the bugbear.
The instant Grime voice, that was perfect. And I am Talia, as my voice cracks. I am Talia, and I am the Dungeon Master. I'm telling the story, and I'm voicing all the NPCs, and I'm giving all these players hell. So we're going to see what we have in store for today. Let's see. Last time, does anybody remember, I know it's been a couple of weeks, does anybody remember what happened? Give me a little rundown, what happened?
We went in a hole.
You went in a hole?
In the ground.
Okay.
It was loud.
Oh, yes.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you did collect some of those little thingies, so you've got to experiment with them.
I'm going to use them like grenades. Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else remember what else happens besides going in a hole?
So I remember
Sorry, excuse me.
there was like a maze of tunnels, and at the end of the tunnel, we came across an underground city. And there was like a temple of sorts. It was a temple.
There was a temple.
temple
But you guys are missing out. What was your purpose for being in
the treasure map.
treasure map? There you go.
Treasure map led us to a beach, led us to a cave, and led us to where we are right now.
Yes. And could somebody send Brian a picture of my little drawing there?
Yes, I could do that.
Okay. I have drawn sort of a rough sketch of what the inside of where you guys are currently standing looks like.
Here's our needs.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys are all zombies again. Except for me.
It's okay. Yes. Morgan is going to set us up where we're at. You guys are, let's see, I believe Arioch had gone up to the podium.
Oh, okay. You're going to need this.
Yeah, he's went up to the podium to go check it out. I think the rest of you guys were just inside wandering around. Yeah. So put you guys wherever you wanted to go. As I described it, when you go inside of the temple, there are pillars that go on either side of a middle aisle with a really long rug that's red and gold, standard, but it's like really dusty and frayed and stuff like that because it's super, super old. And then on either side of those pillars is a few, like, row of pews. Obviously, I drew only 4, but, like, there's more than that. And then pillars on the other side, and then a little space, like a little hallway, and then a wall. It's still sort of dark in there, but like with your dark vision and you guys walking around, you kind of get the layout that this was a temple.
We had torches going, right?
What's that?
We had torches going, right?
I think you did, Bishop.
Okay.
Yeah, you had a torch, just because you liked the idea of holding the torch. Yeah. So you guys were you found this temple. Ariok, I believe, is the first one to fall down the hole.
I don't think did I fall down or did I?
Well, you took that path, and Grime was waiting for you guys at the top to see like which one you guys who died first. Bishop climbed out.
I did.
So therefore, they're like, all right, well, I haven't heard from Ariok, and then Ariok goes, hey, down here. Down here, down
that's
here.
right. That's
So-
right. I remember now.
Yep. So and then you guys have now walked in. And it sort of looks like that, as best as I could draw on that map there. And Ariok is checking out the podium. So we're going to start with Ariok now that you walked up to your podium. What were you looking for?
I think the last thing I said was that I was looking for any kind of symbols or iconography or, what is this place and who is it dedicated to? Who is it built by? Those kinds of details.
Okay. Well,
Whip out my language.
roll me a remembery check
A memory check.
to see if Jacob can remember who I said built the
This
temple.
is an IRL roll.
Dwarves?
For your own.
There you go.
brain.
Never mind. You can take back the roll.
Okay, cool.
Hey.
I didn't have to use my inspiration either.
Yes. So, dwarves.
Dwarves.
But you can roll me a religion check to see if you can see any sort of recognize any
Why
of
do
the
I have a
iconography around.
3 in religion?
18.
18. Oh, okay. So let me go to my little
Hell's my
stack
notebook.
of gods here and pull up my gods. And it is, where is he? Obstesfoto.
Obstesfoto, the god of infrastructure?
God of society and infrastructure.
Wow.
You also see a couple for Samfund and Obshod. His brothers.
His brothers, yeah.
Samfund is the god of the people. He's also society, but his is a little bit more on a people scale and less of a political scale. Obstesfoto is on the more of the political scale of that. And then Obshad is commerce, economics, and history. So those are the 3 brothers, the gods, that this temple is dedicated to. And when you were on the outside, it kind of picture like, it doesn't have that stereotypical temple look. It kind of looks more like a bank.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Or like a Supreme Court, like that look, that style.
I stand behind the podium and I slam the gavel.
There's no gavel, but so.
No gavel?
I heard this place looks like a bank.
Of
Well,
course
guys-
you would.
Guys are treasure hunting.
Alright, so, Grime, Bishop, Bruni, this is a temple to Obstesfoto,
This photo,
Samfund, and
Obshot.
Obshad.
They all are like economic, history, political, society. They're your
Gods of like the polis.
yes. So and this temple is dedicated to them. Ariok walked away. It was still all right. So any of you,
I'm gonna poke around.
you're gonna poke around.
Yeah.
All right.
You
Looking
want me
for
to just,
anything
like-
particular?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't find anything that looks like Quirm.
Looks like Quirm.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
So
the
while you're
only
looking
god
around-
I know.
Yeah.
Really.
So, yeah, roll me like a perception check.
Yeah, that's like a 3.
3. All right. Yeah. Do you see a couple other symbols on like the wall and like tapestries and stuff
Sure.
like that? You're convinced that one of them is like, oh, that's Quirm.
They got like a horned figure looking
Yeah. Yeah.
individual. Okay.
Uh,
I don't say anything. I just kind of look at it.
okay. Grime. Are you doing anything in particular?
Just looking around, seeing what there is. Anything that'll jump out at us.
Okay. So just walking around, checking things out. All right. Rooney, how about you?
Rooney just sits in one of the pews and keeps her feet up.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. All right. Ariok, anything else you want to do while you're up at the podium? There's a old book that's covered in dust sitting on the podium.
I'm gonna read it.
Read it.
I don't speak Dwarven. Hold on.
Give me a sleight of hand as you open this.
Uh-oh.
A sleight of hand.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh.
Everything explodes. Oh. Everything does explode.
That
Oh,
was
fuck.
so close to a nat 20. 12.
Okay. I'm going to say that you are able to open this gingerly enough that the book does not fall apart.
Oh, shit.
It is old.
All right. But you can't read Ancient Dwarven?
I don't know Dwarven, no. I know Common, Druidic, and obviously Elvish.
Okay. Yeah, you can't read it. But you can tell that it's Dwarven. Yeah.
Okay.
But it appears to be like a Bible kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just ancient religious texts.
Just to date you. Got it.
Yeah,
Now, is it all in Dwarvish?
the whole book, yes, is in Dwarvish.
Didn't know if there were like some passages in like other languages.
Make me a perception check, Ariok.
Perception.
As you're flipping through the pages very gently.
21.
Oh, damn. Okay. You see some pages, or on some pages, you see a few phrases that are underlined. You see a couple that might be circled, and then you see a couple of like scribbled notes in the margins. But it's not like on every page. It's like just on a few pages.
Okay.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly, Grime can speak and read Dwarvish. So I'm going to. Well, first I'm gonna see if I can find Grime because he might be sneaking away somewhere. Do I see Grime?
Give me an insight check.
Inside.
Insight. Yep. And then Grime, could you give me a stealth? Oh, there's a perception. You're right.
That's slightly better. Oh, it's the same thing. 12.
Okay, so your perception was 12? Okay. Does he find you?
Stealth is 19, but I wasn't sneaking.
Well, you're just sneaky anyway, so.
So I'll call for Grime.
Okay.
Grime, do you have a moment? Could you come here? We'll hash those details out later. Can you read this? Could you please inform me as to what it says?
Okay. So, obviously they're religious texts, so most of the stuff that's in there is, talking about the gods and it's, their teachings and everything. But some of the ones that are like underlined and little notes in the margin seem to be like almost like clues and warnings that have to do with greediness and thievery and
We sense a theme going here.
yeah,
Ironic
and,
that he's reading.
cheating. And as you're reading these, they kind of all tie together with some of the notes in the margin that have very similar
Grime's just like
like somebody taking notes in church on like the particular verses. And that's what the little margins are, and they're just kind of like reading their interpretation of what it means, and oh, don't steal. If you steal, this happened, this bad. So it's kind of those particular verses are the ones that are underlined and circled and stuff.
My curiosity is immediately piqued when he says it.
You know, I'm not a super religious person, but I have read religious texts before. I don't recall ever hearing of this prophecy.
Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. I know nothing of the dwarves.
Rock and
Roll
stone.
me a religion check. There we are.
I
It's not that
Can I
I
help
don't.
him? I have
Yeah, you can help him.
points in religion. Go ahead. Roll it, man.
Well, roll with advantage, Johnny. 15.
15? It's a convincing story. He possibly could be true.
Look, I don't know a lot about dwarven prophecies. It's not that I don't know about dwarves, I just don't care about them. So I've probably never heard of it.
Word.
It's probably true. Is there anything in there perchance about maybe contiguous with treasure?
Are we about to steal from this place of worship?
now I would like to roll an insight check.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and do your checks, guys.
19.
And let's see, that would be deception for Grime, I guess.
You see a smirk on him as he's speaking things out loud.
Alright.
Alright, fine. I'll just.
Holy Destroyer, take anything of value.
Is there anything of value in this room?
There's a few candlesticks that look to be like they're shiny-ish. I mean, as much with obviously all the dust and everything on it. And because they're so old, they're kind of tarnished. But it's not tarnished like gold tarnishes. So it kind of looks more like it's maybe brass or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cheaper.
Nothing really too valuable except for maybe some of the tapestries hanging up.
Tapestries, you say?
Yeah. Those are the ones that Bishop was looking at.
Oh, the ones that. Okay, alright. You said there's a rug in the middle?
Yes, a very dusty rug that's frayed.
I flip it over.
You're gonna flip the rug over?
Yep.
All right. What are you looking for?
I want to see if there's like a secret hidden
Obvious
passage.
hatched.
Yeah.
It's a stone floor.
Mm.
Make me a. We call it an investigation check because you are specifically looking for something.
I am touching everything. Investigation is so bad at this. 4.
You are convinced that one of the stones in the floor is has a little extra space in between the grout, and it could be lifted up.
I pull out my knife and I'm trying to get it out.
Okay. Yeah, you get the stone out. It's floor.
Funny Vishani.
Can I take like my back end of my javelin and just kind of like tap 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 along? Because I'm pretty sure I can understand what he's trying to do.
Are you
right?
gonna do it like?
Yeah, exactly. Where the rug
right where
was,
the
can
rug
I
was?
just like start tapping on the floor?
All right, yeah.
Would you
Give
allow that?
me an investigation check.
Okay, cool. Whee! This is just a flat roll. 11. Eh? ting, ting, ting.
There's a couple spots that sound a little hollow.
Oh, I point this out to Ariok.
Yeah. They sound kind of hollow.
How about if I just start prying it with my javelin, wherever that sounds hollow? Like if there's like some spots within the stonework. I'm assuming this is like cobblestone-ish kind of stonework, right?
It's more
There's
like,
a,
more like
grout in
tiles,
the-
like stone
Yeah,
tiles.
I'll start like poking around and see if anything comes loose.
Okay. Yeah, you get a couple to like come up.
Okay, but there's probably nothing underneath them, right? They're
No, just ground.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Am I doing this right, Ariok?
I believe that you're doing it right. I just think I don't think we're gonna find anything here.
Rooney, are you still sitting in the pew?
Rooney's napping.
Napping?
Oh yeah. Full on snoring.
All right. Grime, you gonna help these guys check out
Drool coming
the floor?
No.
All right. Anything Grime wants to do?
Grime's probably looking at us like we're idiots.
I'm gonna take out a toothpick and just start cleaning my teeth while I'm watching.
All right. Supervise. Yeah. All right.
Bishop goes to the spot he points out and starts working.
Ariok wants to go back to the dais where the podium was, where the book was, and wants to start looking around there to see if maybe there's a hidden nook, maybe some sort of like lever or button or release or something. Maybe there's a passage behind there.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and investigate for me.
5.
There's a couple of little things up there that like they're loose. They kind of jiggle. There's some like seems like little buttons, but nothing seems to happen.
Well, I'm out of ideas. Are there other rooms that are attached to this one?
There are, as you can see, I have doorways.
What's the ceiling look like in this place? Really vaulted and big?
It's a
and
vaulted
tall?
ceiling. It's got the like the little beams and everything that's
Sure.
on there. But there's also, if you look above, probably like I wouldn't say at a normal height where a balcony should be, but slightly higher. There's like a little bit of like a catwalk. So,
Ooh, mezzanine.
yeah. No, you're right. Mezzanine.
Any obvious way up there?
You can't see anything. Yeah, it's pretty high up there. Yeah. I mean, well, like you can't jump.
Too high for my robot legs.
Too high to jump.
But what kind of creature can I wild shape into?
Can I pull another gargoyles maneuver
I literally
and shove my
just
fingers
said
through the
that there's
wall?
other rooms off of this room.
No, we need to do it this
And
one.
you guys are gonna jump onto the mezzanine.
I have an excuse. I'm a naive robot. He doesn't. He's a learned individual of the woods.
I can't fly yet, but I am.
Oh, actually, I was gonna get with you offline. Yes, Ariok can fly.
Oh, that's right, because I can wild shape into a falcox.
That I want to say that's a new thing that you've learned since communing with your god and leveling up to level 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a new thing. You have discovered that. Oh, look, I can fly now.
Thank you, oh great and powerful dungeon master. All right, I wild shape. Let me spend my wild shape.
BS.
I wild shape into a falcox, and I.
So I will get that. Good job wasting your resources.
You care, Ariok.
No, Ariok doesn't.
Okay.
I can stay like this for 2 hours, so I'll just use it.
Word.
I'm gonna fly.
Like room of flying, gesture that you have one as well. Be like, opposable thumb.
Damn it!
I was waiting. He's like, I can't fly, and I'm like,
That's a pretty good poker face, Talia. I'm not gonna lie.
Can,
You were holding that in.
can we retcon that?
Holding that in.
no, you're
No,
you're a
done.
Falcox now.
It's done, bitch.
I forget. Oh my god!
Consequences of your own actions.
I forgot we had that. We've got like some crazy stuff too, don't we? We've got like
I'm pretty sure, I don't know, like pogo stick, thunder wave, I don't know.
I got a belt that makes me strong.
yeah, we've got an immovable rod, a broom of flying. Someone's got a ring of telekinesis.
Yeah, I don't remember who had the ring. Who got the ring?
Probably Grind.
Who has the rod?
Did you end up with
No, you guys never told me what I
Did
got.
you not get a ring of telekinesis?
I think it was in the prize list.
I'm wondering who got the rod.
Oh, that's right. We couldn't afford it. You got the belt. We have 2 immovable rods. I have one.
You have 2 brooms of flying.
No.
One immovable. Oh, no, that's right. You have 2 of each, don't you?
Yep, we've got 2 brooms,
Yeah.
2 rods. I've got a broom and a rod.
He's got the belt of hill giant strength.
Grime has a broom and a rod.
Yeah, that's right.
And then you got the
I got the other bag of.
the rust one.
Rust,
Bag of-
Yeah.
Rust colored bag of tricks, yeah.
Yep. Okay. Well, too late. Yep. I wild shaped into a falcox and I fly up to the mezzanine at the top.
Falcox is a pretty small critter, right?
I mean, it's
So-
fox size.
That's a fox.
Yeah, so he would be
Maybe
a full
something-
grown he'd be a full grown falcox. So he'd be
Maybe something that can fit in some pretty tight spaces. Though?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
not necessarily a waste.
Not a total waste. Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course I've got wings
Right.
like a falcon.
helps.
So
yeah.
so
You
I
could like explore right up on top of there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
You
I
could
up on
fly
the
all the
beam.
way up to the. I mean, so
there might be something up there.
well, no, you wouldn't be able to. So your fly speed, your fly height. What's your normal walk speed?
35.
Yeah. So your fly as a small creature like that, your fly would be like 40.
Okay.
Yeah. So like you'd be able to get up to the mezzanine, but that's about it.
Well, I mean, in a single turn.
Yeah.
But so yeah, so I get up to the mezzanine and I start sniffing around and looking.
Yeah. Because falcoxes don't like
You
flying.
get advantage on your sniffs.
Yeah, do I get advantage on my sniffs checks?
Yes,
On
you
your
do.
on perception involving smells.
And I'm technically part falcon too, so I would have advantage on perception checks.
Yeah, perception checks and
Investigations. Sweet, awesome. So I'm gonna.
and dexterity.
See, there's
This was
making
this,
use of this.
This was not a waste.
Not a waste.
All right, so I rolled a natural 18.
I'm coping.
For what are you doing again? Sniffing?
I'm.
What are you gonna call it? An investigation?
I would say a sniff would be more like a perception.
Perception? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna perception check.
gonna
What are you looking for?
So that would be a 25.
What is your little falcox nose sniffing for?
I'm just looking for passages. You know,
Well, what does a passage smell like?
I don't know. I guess. Do I see anything?
Oh, you said sniffing. You can't take that back. You're sniffing. This is a sniff check.
Okay, so I guess
What are you sniffing for?
I don't know at this point. I'm just sniffing.
You're just sniffing?
Do I smell anything? With
Just testing
with a
the-
25, do I smell anything?
Yeah. No, you definitely would smell stuff. I'm just trying to get you to like,
Anything that
figure out
would
what you're gonna-
that would catch my nose, that would draw me in any direction.
In the top floor, you sense as you're smelling, you can smell like moldy bread. You can smell old books. You can smell a chamber pot that was left full. You can smell. That was a really good roll. Obviously, you can smell your friends and distinguish which one's which.
Surprised there's still like organic material down here, but I don't know how old this place is.
Can I smell grime?
Well,
or not
so-
grime, a bishop.
You can smell Bishop. He has a very, very interesting smell to you.
What do I smell like?
So Bishop smells, obviously he's made out of metal, so he kind of smells a little bit of like
Do I have like an
like a,
acrid
like a
smell?
freshly made sword.
Like a leaking battery?
But he also has that that kind of sword oil smell, when you put the oil on the sword. So he's got that little sword oil smell. So he's got that kind of machine like grindy, smoky smell too. But then also you smell something that's very.
Oh, do I smell like an
weird.
N64 cartridge?
Oh yeah, totally.
Let's go!
But he also smells like something you've never smelled before.
Oh.
And it kind of like if you could put a name to it, it smells like magic. Even though like magic doesn't smell, to you it smells like magic.
Okay.
You've never like this is a brand new smell to you. Yeah.
I might get a little distracted by that first and just be like, "Oh wow, I can smell Bishop, huh?"
Yep.
Okay. Anyway,
Oh,
back to
what you were saying as far as our organic material. Organic material. So because of like the cavern, it kind of the even though it is dusty in here
Sure.
and stuff, it's the atmosphere in the cavern has preserved a lot of things.
Gotcha.
So that's why you have
The right atmospheric conditions.
yep.
yes.
So
I mean, beyond that, you smell like some other like various things. You don't really smell like. Actually, you know what? You would smell old wood, and a few spots that smell a little extra musty.
extra musty. Well, I'm gonna start by going towards those book smells.
Okay. All right.
Well, while he's doing that, why don't we just like go to one of these rooms?
Okay. So
I'll
you have
go to-
you have 4 different doorways. Okay. All right. Cool. Anybody else gonna go to any of the doorways? I didn't draw a second
up
floor. Anybody else gonna go into any of the rooms? Grime, you said you pulled out your broom of flying. Did you fly up there?
Yeah. Down on it.
Okay. So you're gonna float in the air and just look down at everybody. All right. Are you investigating the upstairs as well?
Sure.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular?
No.
Okay, I'll come back to you then. Bishop. When you peek into the doorway, you see a hall,
Okay.
and you can see that the other doorway down there also leads into the same hallway.
Okay.
It goes down and it tees off
Sure.
to at the end of it, and then there's also 2 doors that are closed. They're not like open doorways. There's 2 doors that are closed off the hallway
Okay.
that are like across the hall from you.
I'll tentatively go into this hallway
Okay.
very carefully.
Yeah, I mean.
Torches out,
Okay.
lighting up.
Yeah, I'll
Are there
use.
any sconces, anything like that that I can start lighting?
Yeah. Let's say there's a couple that you can. Yeah. Light them up.
Put my torch on.
Okay. Yeah, so far you only just dust, a couple tapestries, just by spider webs, you know.
How big are these spider webs?
I mean, they're very old, so they've been there for a long time, so like they're.
Man-sized spider webs?
I mean, some of them are pretty big, but like it doesn't look like the spider was that big.
The experienced player in me knows that because this place is so dirty,
Yeah.
there shouldn't be any gelatinous cubes rolling around. I don't know if Bishop knows that, but I do.
You never know.
That's true. That's very true. I'll go to the other door.
So, do you want to
Whatever
go
door
to the
that-
first door or the second door?
First door. Might as well.
First door. All right. So you walk
Whatever's
kind of
closer.
back down to the first door, and you open the door, and it opens. It's unlocked. You
Okay,
walk
cool.
in there, and it seems to be like a study. I guess you could say like a you know, just a little room that people use for. I guess you can call it a Sunday school room. You know.
Sure.
And there's a couple of like benches, a little tiny podium, and a few books.
More
scattered around.
dwarven literature?
More dwarven literature, yeah.
Okay. Nothing in any languages I can read.
No.
Okay.
And of course the holy symbols of.
Nothing in celestial,
So far, no.
which is odd.
So
This
far,
is a
no.
Church, but okay.
Yeah.
That's fair.
So far, you haven't found any celestial stuff.
Okay. I don't go in this room. Can we open the next door?
You go over to the next door and it's locked.
Oh shit. Where's the hairy one?
Harry one's upstairs.
Damn.
Which Harry one do you mean? Because they're both Harry now.
It's fair. It's very fair.
I
The barbarian in me wants to kick the door down, but Bishop's too polite for that shit, so I'm not going to
true.
kick the door down. I'll head back out to the hall and see if I can't get somebody's attention to help me.
Okay. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go back to Ariok unless Rooney wanted to do anything. Napping.
Nobody's woken
All right.
up yet.
Yo, she's out here taking a short rest. Let's go.
Drooling now.
Yeah, you can mark off a short
Smart.
rest.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, Ariok, we're gonna go back to you. You are looking for the book smell.
Yes, I was looking for the books.
All right, so you find like a small library, in like an office basically.
Okay.
There's books on a bunch of bookshelves. There's books all over the ground, scattered. You can see where a couple of books have been like ripped apart, and you can see papers all over a desk. Most of everything is in Dwarven. What you can see that's written in Common doesn't really seem to be that important. But you can see in the chair behind the desk is a skeleton. That sort of skeleton. It more of like a mushy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A cadaver of sorts.
Yes. He's still squishy. He's still juicy. He's still juicy, yeah. And he seems to be dressed like one of those elven pirates.
I scamper up to him and start running in his pockets.
Run in his pockets as a little tiny Falcox.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you find 3 silver pieces and a rusty dagger. Actually, mark them down, not 3 silver pieces. 3 silver pieces worth of old coins.
Okay.
It's like a small handful, so it's not like exactly 3 silver pieces. Just they're worth 3 silver pieces in there.
Okay. But they're old dwarven coins.
Old coins, yeah. Then you can just tell they're dwarven by like the writing on them matches with the all the writing around you. So
Okay.
then not much. I mean, there's a bandana with a few rat holes chewed through. Yeah, that's about all you find on him.
Didn't really find anything in the room, so I'll go back out into the hallway and just go to the next room.
Okay, so the next room is the door is also locked. So just to put it into perspective, when Bishop walked through, he was on this side.
Okay.
That door open, that door locked. For you, it was the other way around. So you went into the library that's above that room, and then the door that you came over here was locked. Just
Okay. Okay. So we're on opposite sides.
Oh, so I'm over here now.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. Is there an alternative way into this room that I can find?
Why don't you sniff your little way?
13.
13. Yeah. There is an alternative way. From what you can notice, above this particular door is like a little vent. And you also notice there was one above the door as well. The other one.
Okay. So I'll scamper my way up to the vent.
Okay. So you go up to the little vent. You're able to easily kind of push it open. When you get in there, you can see a few dwarven bodies. They are still juicy, but they're older, so they're a little bit more skeletal.
Okay.
One of them seems to be a priest. Another one seems to be like I guess you can say a lackey.
Okay.
And then another one seems to be like a young child.
Okay.
I run those pockets too.
Yeah, there's nothing in their pockets.
Nothing in the
Well,
pockets?
one of them has like prayer beads, but
Okay. Anything else in the room?
it's another like a classroom, like a study kind of thing. So a few books, podium, a couple of benches. You find the priest is standing. His body is well not standing, but it looks to be like he was standing, talking to the lackey, like by the benches, and then the boy was over by the like sitting in the corner, and he's sitting on like a stool in the corner.
Okay. Can I tell the cause of death?
You can roll me a medicine check, but I'm gonna say at disadvantage because they're so old.
Something happened here.
10 and 6.
6?
Yeah.
Okay. No, you can't really tell exactly what killed them. There's no obvious wounds on their bodies.
But based off of where the body, it wasn't natural causes.
Doesn't seem to be.
Okay.
It seems to be like something happened.
Okay.
Actually, make me a perception check while, like, kind of in conjunction with your medicine check.
17.
17? Yeah. So on the floor next to the bodies, you can see, the priest and the lackey. You can see where the floor seems to be like there was something, like some kind of thick liquid that got stuck to the floor and seeped in, and it was like sticky at some point. You can kind of tell. And so, because there's like extra dust in that spot.
Okay, so thick, viscous liquid that was goopy and sticky. Like mucus?
I don't know.
Okay. All right, I will fly back down.
Fly back down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're gonna go back up this little thing, or you're gonna try to go through the door.
Well, you said the door was locked.
Well, you can always try to go out the door.
No, I'm gonna go back the way I came in.
Okay. Roll me a. Nah, never mind. Yeah, so you go back through the little vent thingy, and then go back down to the downstairs.
Yep.
Okay. Cool. Bishop, while you're upstairs, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm upstairs now.
No, not Bishop. Grime. Excuse me.
I was like, wait a minute.
See if anything catches your eye. Okay, you can see Ariok whenever he's in the library, like sniffing around. The door is wide open, so like you can see the library up there. And then you notice the other door. We're gonna do the meanwhile. Well, Ariok is a full cogs. So.
Anyone checked that door yet?
So he did not check the door when he went, but are you going to check the door while he's sniffing around in the library?
Sure.
Okay, it is locked.
Locked.
Hmm?
It's possible. No door is locked to me.
What? Okay.
If I can. Check for traps, lockpick it, put it out.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, what I'm going to do is at this time, with your the way things were going all at the same time, when you were up there, Grime, you were walking around. Ariok, you were coming out of the library. So whenever Grime came up there, he came up there like shortly after you kind of went in. And you're quick. You're a little Falcox. You've gone in there, scampered around, sniffed around, and then left the library because nothing was interesting. And then you flew into the. So he would have seen you fly past him, and then into the room through the little vent. So you saw the little vent above the door, but obviously you're like, locked door. Haha, nothing's locked for me. So currently Ariok is in the room that's locked. So yes, you can lock the. You can pick the lock.
Okay. Does a 22 unlock it?
It does. It does unlock it, and you're able to open the door just as Ariok is coming out the top hole in the vent, trying to come back through the door. Grime, when you walk into the room, the key is actually on the floor, where whenever you were picking it, you had knocked the key out from the other side. So the door was locked from the inside.
Gotcha. So,
And you see the same scene with the bodies.
I give a nod. I don't see anything sparkling, and I'll turn to the door.
Okay. Do you want to pick up the key? Okay. You're going to leave the door open? Okay. d-
Says Ariok was here and continue forward.
other than that other door with the library, doesn't seem to be another door on this side of the mezzanine, but like you can walk across. There's like a when you go like towards the front of the building, you can see a staircase that goes down.
Okay, I guess I'll keep following that.
All right. So you go down the staircase, and you come out in one of those like it's kind of like a little alcove, and it's near the seems to be like the way that the alcove is that the wall on the downstairs hallway is the back side of the staircase, and the alcove opens up into like the mezzanine of the temple. So when you're walking in, you come out there, and then you go back into the main sanctuary of the temple.
So it just looks around.
You came back downstairs, yeah. Okay. Did you want to try to look for how to get up to the other side?
Not particularly. No.
Okay. Rooney still asleep? Yeah. Okay. Bishop, anything you want to do? You're
I'm at the locked
you're at a
door.
locked door.
I know Grime's kind of gone a little bit further in, right? I don't see him on the mezzanine anywhere.
Grime would be above you. He'd be one floor above you, basically. So the way that the mezzanine is, right, even though it kind of like overlooks
Sure.
the over here, it's like above the.
I don't want to be
hallway.
inconvenient to Grime. I know he's doing stuff up there.
Yeah.
So I'm at the locked door. Fuck it. I'll try to just kind of muscle my way through it. Can I just do that? Can I just kind of like push the door open?
Yeah. Roll me. Let's say.
Strength athletics?
Yeah, athletics.
All right, cool. Try on my belt.
Yeah. Done.
No rage involved in this. I don't want
Heck
rage.
yeah.
There's no anger here.
No anger. Just curiosity.
That's 16.
16. Yeah. The door breaks right open.
Okay, cool.
You find a this seems to be more of like a weeping room.
Oh.
So a weeping room is where people would go for like a funeral. This is the spot where like the families would go and sit and mourn, and so there's like a viewing table
Sure.
where they would put the body, and then people could come in and view and weep.
DM, is there a body right there?
There actually is a room full of skeletons.
Do I think the door was locked from the outside or the inside?
It seems to be more like the door was stuck.
Investigation to see if that was... maybe not. Insight or investigation, I can't tell. Can I tell if this was done on purpose? I guess is my main question. I have no idea.
Like
how
the
hell
door
I would
stuck,
determine
or-
that. Exactly, yes. Was the door stuck on purpose? Was this door jammed up?
So it seems to be that this door was, if as you look, it seems to be that the hinges on the door are misshapen,
Okay.
and the whole like. Well, one, it is old, so some of the settling and stuff like that has shifted the door, so it's kind of squished the door in.
Right.
But yeah, the hinges are very misshapen, and the doorknob on the inside is like gnarled and mangled.
Do I think somebody intentionally manipulated this door to keep it from opening?
It definitely looks like something happened to it for sure.
Fuck. Okay. I carefully go inside.
Okay. After quick analyzing of the door, yeah, you see there is a skeletons all over the room, and a few piles of ash, and there are scorch marks all over the room.
How many skeletons do I see in here?
Besides the one that's laying on the viewing table, you see 5.
That's a lot. Does it look like there was some kind of struggle in this room? Or you gonna need an investigation / insight from me?
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Which one do you want?
Do an investigation.
Okay.
Just because I figured that Bishop would be more like looking very scrutinizing everything.
You would think, but I actually have 4 in insight. 13?
13. Yeah. So definitely, these are not just they're not. Something happened to make them skeletons.
Right.
You can't necessarily tell if it's a struggle.
I haven't seen the
But-
other corpses, have I?
What's that?
I haven't seen the other corpses.
The other corpses? No.
Yeah.
No.
So I don't know that they're not entirely skeletal.
Right.
Is that the only thing that really sticks out to me, these skeletons, or is there anything else?
I mean,
Anything shiny?
no, nothing shiny except for like some of the candlesticks.
I think at this point in time, Bishop will just kind of lean down on one of the skeletons and maybe just like poke and prod and manipulate one of them for a little bit.
Okay.
They're
Well,
kind of like stout, right? They're not like
Yeah, they're definitely dwarven.
human-sized. Okay.
Yeah, they're dwarven skeletons. As you're close up to one and you're looking at it, you can see on its bones and on the floor behind it, you know, like those scorch marks, or whatever. But the scorch marks don't look like fire.
Lightning, maybe?
Could it be? So yeah, you see
Okay.
the scorch marks.
Nothing else crazy about this?
I mean, the whole scene is pretty crazy, but yeah.
Okay. Is there anything about the cadaver that's in the special area, the designated spot for said bodies to be on display?
It is the only one that's not fully skeleton.
Oh.
There's still some spots on it that are still squeaky.
Okay, so that sends up some alarms in my... That sends up a klaxon in my brain.
Yes. When you go up to the body on the viewing, speaking of shiny, you do see that there is a tie tack pinned to like a piece of cloth
Okay.
on the body.
Does it have like any kind of symbol on it or anything like that?
No, just seems to be like a
Just something
blue,
a little ornate.
a very blue, sparkly, shiny pearl
Okay. I don't take it.
set into gold.
I don't take it.
Don't touch it. Don't take it.
No.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even manipulate it.
All right. Yeah. No, that's good.
As Grime is probably squirming in his seat. So I'm not taking treasure that's
Oh,
clearly in front of me.
Grime is unaware. He's,
No, I know.
yeah.
He can just feel it.
Okay, yeah.
Treasure that's
There's-
going to be
there's
ignored.
Treasure being ignored.
Little hairs on the back of his neck.
Exactly
Yeah, yeah.
my thought.
Somebody's not taking treasure. All right. Anything
That's all
else
I
you want
do.
to do in this room?
Is there anything? Does Bishop understand that what this room is for?
Roll me a history check.
That's intelligence, right? So it's just a flat. Yeah, 11.
11. You're not really sure 100%, but you can tell that this person was dead before they were put on the slab, and then the rest of them died afterwards.
So other than that mystery going on, everything looks like it should, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
for the most part, you wouldn't really. You're not
No
too
obvious signs
familiar.
of traps or anything like that that went off.
No obvious signs, no.
Okay.
Nope.
That's important. All right. I think that's all Bishop will do for right now. If somebody else wants to do something.
All right, Ariok, you came back downstairs, right?
Yes.
All right, so what are you doing as your little Falkcock self? There is another side of the mezzanine.
Yep, and that's exactly what
You're gonna
Ariok
fly
was
up to
on.
that one too?
Yeah.
All right, cool. So, without realizing that there are stairs, you fly up to the mezzanine, and there are 2 doors on that side.
I go in the first one.
Okay. You go into the first one. It's unlocked. You're able to walk in there. How you're able to open a doorknob with your paws is pretty cool. But yeah.
Falkcocks also have.
Oh yeah, they're little talons.
talons.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
got-
yeah.
they got
So
paws
you're
and
able
talons.
to manipulate the door and
Yeah.
and open it up. It is a another study, but this one seems to be more like it was a private like rectory kind of thing.
Okay.
So
private record.
yeah, so like there's a little desk, but then it's separated by like what used to be a cloth to like separate the desk area from the confessional area. So that's kind of like you can see there's 2 confessional booths, side by side in there, and then there's like supposed to be kind of separated or whatever. So this room had a dual purpose.
Okay. Okay. Well, I guess Ariok will go to the desk, and begin rummaging through
The desk.
the desk.
Just a bunch of religious papers, some ledgers and things like that, all written in Dwarven.
Then to the confessional booth I go.
Okay. Oh, you do find another like a couple beads, like the prayer beads.
Okay.
Hanging up next to the desk is another set of vestments that are moth-eaten and yeah. So go over to the confessional. Which side do you want to open first? The confession side or the priest side?
That's a good question. I'll do priest side first.
Okay. So when you open the door, you can see a body in there of a priest who is still squishy. And he is leaning backwards up against the, like he looked like he was standing up facing and ended up like whenever he died of somehow, he fell backwards up against the wall on the other side.
Okay. Does he have anything on his person?
Just normal priest things. Yeah.
Okay. Then I'll go to the confessional side
Okay.
and open up that door.
Okay. You see another body. And they are knelt down. And they like died face up against the other side.
Anything of note this person's carrying?
They have a small pouch on like their belt. Looks like they were wearing a belt.
I snatch it
Okay.
and open it and look inside.
It has 3 copper pieces. They're like copper coins, but they're old coins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there appear to be any sort of like hidden chambers inside, like hidden cubbies inside of this entire space, confessional included?
Not from what you can tell. Yeah.
I guess on to the next room.
Okay. All right.
So I go to the next room.
Okay. I was trying to like, you sure you want to go to the next room? Okay. So you go to the next room. It is also open, but the door is like open.
Okay.
And it's bare. There's absolutely nothing in that room. Not even a chair. But actually, no, not completely true. There's a bucket in the corner, and there's a tapestry on one side on one wall.
What is the tapestry of?
It is it's like the symbol for Upshot.
Is there anything behind it?
Okay. Roll me a investigation check.
16.
It looks to be like there's a few stones that have been like removed and put back and removed and put back and removed and put back, so they're like definitely out of place. Like they can be removed.
I would like to use my little birdie talons and drag one out if I can.
Yeah, you can drag them out.
Okay. Yeah. I'd like to remove all of the stones that look like they've been
Okay,
removed. and
there you
put
go.
back.
You
Removed and
remove
put
all
back.
of the stones that they can.
Oh yes, all
So
of them.
you remove all of the stones. There's like a little tiny hidey hole that's in the wall, and there's a small box inside.
I didn't have to buy a box. I could have just waited. Anyway.
Or you can have 2 boxes.
Oh, now I have 2. Ooh, good idea. Anyway, I remove the box.
Okay.
If I can actually like reach it, because I know that.
Yeah, you could reach it. Yeah,
Okay, okay. I pull
you
it
can
out.
reach it. You can kind of like stick your nose in, and there's like a little handle you can.
Cool. I pull it out.
Yeah. So, however, because you don't have opposable thumbs, and you're pulling it out with your snoot, and you're like clinging to the wall, when you pull it out, it does fall onto the ground, and the lid breaks off.
Perfect. What's in it?
Inside is a very old, weird smelling plant rolled up. Like it's a plant leaf and it's rolled up.
Is
And
it
there's
that-
4 of them.
Jazz cabbage?
You're not sure, but it does smell funky.
Medicine check or nature
No,
check?
Jacob.
Nature
Ben
check.
Affleck me.
Yeah. Nature check.
Nature check? I'm actually a bad druid, so I only have a +1 to my nature check. But that's a 19, so dirty 20.
30-20? Yeah, this is dwarven spike grass.
Spike grass.
Oh, for a second I thought you said spike grass. I'm
No.
like, oh,
Spike grass.
That sounds angy.
And you would know that it's a no-no for priests to have.
But it's not a no-no for me. At this point, Ariok is going to revert back to himself. He is going to pocket 3 of them,
3 of them.
and then he's going to take the 4th one.
Okay.
He's going to sit down, and he's going to blaze up.
All right. Roll me a Constitution check.
Okay.
Oh my god.
13.
Don't do drugs, kids.
13.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's very old, and it makes you cough a few times. Because holy smokes, is it aged? This is the
Good stuff.
most aged like cigar thing that you've ever smoked.
Probably a little dry.
It's
I
a
would
little
assume.
dry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine.
So it'd make you cough a couple times. You know, like, oh man, I need some water. You know, but but you blaze it up, starts right up. It doesn't like end up burning your face off or anything. It doesn't like like that. It lights up perfectly rolled, and looks to be it was done by hand. So like somebody in the temple was rolling these by hand.
Classy.
Yeah, classy.
Very classy.
I mean, especially to know how to roll a cigar by hand. Like, I mean, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
So he was rolling the spike grass by hand.
Let me add that to my inventory.
You would
then.
also know that It does not. It's not. Because you rolled a dirty 20, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. So you would also know that spike grass is not native to Ziz. So they would have had to have these leaves imported. So yeah. But otherwise, it's a pretty good smoke and makes you relaxed, very relaxed.
Good stuff.
Yes. However, you do now have disadvantage on all perception checks.
Cool.
Yes, that's exactly what I said. You now has cotton.
I know. I've
Well,
caught.
yes, you are
munchies.
very thirsty. But,
And the munchies.
yeah.
Okay. So now that I'm done doing that, I'm going to. I'm gonna just wander on to the next room.
Wander around the next room.
Just wander on to the next room.
Well, you've already been in both rooms.
Oh,
Upstairs.
there's only 2 rooms upstairs.
Only 2 rooms upstairs.
All right, then I guess I'll look for the stairs this time.
Okay, so as you're walking around, now that you're yourself, you can't exactly jump off of the 2nd floor.
Right. Well, I have the broom of flying.
You do have the people flying, so you could do that. But you do find the stairs, and you come back out on this side, over there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah, there's that. Give me a second. So, so knew you were on that side. Bruni is still asleep.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Nothing's been loud enough to wake her up.
Okay. So, let's see. I think we're back to Grime. What is Grime doing? What are we looking for time? We're good. Okay. What's Grime doing? Oh, I'm sorry. What's that? Hunt down the other 2. So Bishop is coming back. Actually, Bishop is coming out of
still
that.
in the room.
Yeah, he's coming in that room. You know, like because you.
He can see the
gross.
torchlight coming.
Yeah, yeah. You'd be able to see. You'd tell that he's walking around. Rooney is fast asleep. Ariok just found the stairs, but you noticed that he was up on the other side. Whenever you came, like, you saw him go to the other side as a Falcox and then come out as a human. And then you can smell the herb after he blazes up. Which one are you gonna look for, like specifically? You're gonna look for Bishop. Or you're gonna look for Ariok. Okay, so you go down the hallway, and he's coming out of the room with that's the weeping room. But as I described to Bishop earlier, to your left, Bishop, and in front of you, Grime, the hallway tees. It's not just a dead end.
Okay.
So, Grime,
yeah,
do you
still,
want
that's true. There's still more to.
to take Bishop down there?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
I said, do you want to go down to the end of the hall where it tees off and just go with Bishop?
That's where Bishop's headed.
Sure, I can do that.
All right. So the 2 of you walk down. You have a left or a right that you can choose from.
Is there anything in either particular direction?
So the one to the right keeps going. The one to the left ends at a door.
Let's go to the door. I'll head to the door. If you want
To the door?
Yeah.
Both of you? Okay. All right. So you go to the door. It is stuck. It's not locked, but it's stuck.
I forced my way in, just like last time.
All right. Cool.
It's 11.
11.
Yeah.
Um,
You say that's cocked?
that's cocked.
Good enough for me.
That's worse. We'll accept your 11.
Yay!
You're able to loosen it up, but you're not able to open it yet.
Kick it.
Kick it again. Grime, you gonna help? Oh, you have been
15.
helping. Okay, so you had
I had advantage.
Yeah, you have
So
advantage.
shall I re-roll that?
roll
See
again.
what happens?
Yep.
Okay, that's like a Wait, hang on. 24.
24. All right, so the two of you together are able to shoulder it and or kick it or whatever, and
We're getting this door open.
you
What's
blast
happening,
you
bro?
blasted the door open. You just boom, burst right in, and it's a kitchen.
This is useless to me.
Although,
Wait, T?
you know, to be fair, if you give a barbarian enough rolls, he can move or destroy anything.
Fair.
It's true. Yes.
But
So it is a kitchen. It's very small, but it's a kitchen. It's got a small like mud stove. It's like it's made out of mud.
For a while?
It's been here for a very long time. Yeah.
Any mushrooms, moss, or anything of the sort?
What's that?
Mushrooms, moss, anything of the sort?
Roll me a investigation check.
Ha-ha! Natural 1.
You do see some plants over there.
Very good. I'll take all the plants, put them in a glass jar, and like crush them all together.
All the plants together.
Yes, every single plant I find, just crush it all together.
Okay. Yeah. No, cool. You find a little empty glass jar and you crush all the plants together. You can now add to your inventory a jar of mixed herbs.
for seasoning.
Well, I mean, if you really want to.
Any more dead bodies? Or is that something we probably would have noticed right away?
No dead bodies. No,
Okay, that's good.
none that you have found yet. What's that, Graham?
No other doors or anything?
There's like a door, but it's like the pantry. Like whenever you go over to it, it's a little pantry. So it's got like more dried goods and ingredients and stuff in it.
Okay. You can can. There's nothing in this room. Let's go the other way.
I agree.
Cool. So you go down, and when you go down, you end up at the T in the hallway where the other hallway is on the other side. Did anybody go to the doors down on the right side?
No, that's where I'm headed next.
Oh, okay. So yeah, so you would see Ariok as he's coming through the doorway into the hallway. You'd see him.
Oh, hello.
Yeah. But otherwise, there was nothing through that long passageway that you noticed.
So I would be able to see Ariok or no?
Yeah, you'd be able to see him. He's popped into the hallway, and you could see him. There's enough light coming through from various different places that kind of lighting up the hallway.
I'm still lighting sconches wherever we
Yeah. So you'd be able to see him.
Is he human?
He's now human, yes.
He is now human. Okay, I'm going to stealth up to Ariok and reverse pickpocket that jar of herbs.
Okay. So do your sleight of hand, and Ariok, do your.
And I have disadvantage now because I'm high.
Sleight of hand, you said?
Yeah, sleight of hand.
13.
He successfully puts the jar inside of your bag. Yeah. You're able to slip it into his bag of holding.
You can add it into your inventory.
Yeah, you now have a glass jar of mixed herbs.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. So there are 2 doors down this hallway as well. Could be.
Ryan.
Nice.
Ryan.
Nice.
There is a door at the other end of that hallway that you were on as well. So there's 2 doors down the hallway, and there's a door across from you, just like the kitchen.
Two Door Cinema Club.
Oh.
It's a band.
Yeah.
References. 3
So-
doors down, that's 2 Door Cinema Club.
I like it.
You're welcome. I made it work, damn it.
Yay!
So there's a door at like this side.
There's a door at the T, right? So whenever they came up to the T. They could see you when
Okay.
you came through, and you could know. And then he walked up to you and put the jar in. So Grime is now down the hall with you. There's 2 doors down the hall. Bishop, I believe you're still at the T at the end.
I'm watching Grime do this.
Yeah. So in front of you.
I verbally out loud ask what he put in his pocket. Grime, what did you put in Ariok's pocket?
I didn't put anything in.
You saw me?
I mean,
It's up to Dungeon Master. You want me to roll?
yeah, roll, yeah, because I mean his stealth was pretty good.
18.
Yeah, no, you didn't see him. You just saw that he walked down the hallway.
Okay.
Yeah. But to your left, as you're looking down the hall, to your left, there's another door.
Okay. I'll open that door.
You're gonna go in that door, okay?
Yeah, is it stuck? Do I have to kick it?
Nope. The door opens. It seems to be a wine cellar.
I shut
Like
the door
it kind of
immediately.
goes downstairs a little bit. It's a wine cellar.
No, I'll go down. Screw it.
What did you find, Bishop? What did you find?
No, you didn't see where he went.
Oh, I thought I could see him.
You're high, dude.
Well, you you saw him, but then you just saw that they happened to be there, and then now you're like, whatever, doing your
seeing
thing.
shit, bro.
So like,
I'm gonna try to open the door that's in front
You're
of me.
hearing
then.
shit, too.
door in front of you.
Yeah,
Okay,
well,
so
he's
you're in the
doing
wine
that.
cellar checking it out. You're gonna open the door. Grime, are you gonna try to follow Ariok into the door, or
Does
you're
it
gonna
look like tea?
go back to where Bishop was? Okay, so Grime and Ariok, both you able to go and you walk inside the door, and it seems to be another like one of those classrooms, like on the bottom floor, where Bishop was. I mean, you didn't see it, but like
Right.
it's a little classroom. So you can see like a couple little seats, a podium, and books and stuff like that. Like religious texts, and doesn't seem to be of anything really in this room. But I do want you both to make me a perception check.
It's still a disadvantage too.
Yeah, for 10 minutes.
14.
14? Okay. Grime, what was your perception?
It was super high, like crazy high. It was an 8.
It was an 8? Okay. Somehow, Ariok, even through the blurriness and the little mushroom men running around you, you can see there's these weird scorch marks all over the room.
Oh, Grime, there's these weird scorch marks all over the room. I think we've seen these before. Maybe I can tell what made them.
What made them? Mm-hmm. All right, roll me an Arcana check.
So good at Arcana. 15.
It was indeed lightning.
All right, so it looks like lightning made these. I touch one. I sniff it.
Do the whole Sherlock Holmes thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
Cool.
yeah. Lick the.
Get a little char on my finger. I lick it.
Yep.
Lightning, definitely lightning.
No
did
bodies,
this.
though.
No bodies.
No bodies.
At 8.
Just some scorch marks.
So interesting. Bunch of dead bodies, lightning, scorch marks, weird goopy stuff. An empty room with absolutely nothing in it. There was nothing in that room at all. Nothing at all. Nothing in the room.
Nothing in the room.
I found nothing in that room. Huh. I'm stumped. I have no idea what's going on here. I feel like
I don't know either.
this might have been a waste of time.
Very much so.
Why did we come here? Who talked me
It
in?
was your suggestion.
Oh, you're right, it was.
Stop making decisions while you're high, dude.
You do have one more door to go to.
Yeah. You got this map and you were like really excited about treasure. It's really got a character for you since you're all about plants and stuff.
I really should just stay in my wheelhouse.
I mean, you did find that, dwarven spikeweed.
That is treasure.
At this point, Rooney wakes up and sees that nobody is around. So she just kind of like gets up, wipes the drool off of her face, and then just goes outside. She
Just goes
she
back
just
out
leaves.
into the
Yeah.
cavern.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, you're just back out into town. In the underground city.
Yep. And she just sits outside, gets some fresh.
Fresh cavern area.
Dank, musky cavern area.
Yeah,
It's
make
better
me-
than that dusty, musty, crusty ass air.
Go
in
ahead and
the
make me a
building.
perception check, Bernie. As you step outside and you know sit on the stairs and whatever.
17.
17. So you can see some of those mushrooms. They're kind of growing on the ceiling, and they're all over one of the buildings. Just covering the building up on one side. All the likey and the mushrooms and everything, they're just growing up on side. You've noticed a few more things around the town that you didn't notice when you were looking around the first time. The guys kind of dragged you to the temple because, like, oh, look, there's got to be treasure in there.
Right.
So you notice a few other things, like you see a couple of carts that are like broken. You see some, you were able to identify some of the buildings, like, oh, that one's the blacksmith. Oh, that one's a baker. That one, So you're able to kind of like, oh, that's a cartographer. You can kind of identify which building is which. Just based on kind of some of the stuff you see around it, or like maybe the shape of the building. You can't read Dwarven, but just walking around, looking at all the things, you can see the
Yeah,
stuff.
I just start wandering the town.
Yeah, and you can see some of the mushrooms. You see the stuff. With the 17, you hear a scuffling sound inside one of the buildings.
Is there a window on the building?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of do like a weird little pop an eyeball.
Peek in there. You don't really see anything. It's very dark inside. Even with your dark vision, I mean, like you still only see like black and white, right, and like gray shades of gray. You don't really see anything, but you can see that it used to be like a tavern. And you see like tables and chairs and a bar and all that stuff, and you spot bottles lined up on some shelves or whatever.
Rooney's kind of thirsty.
Okay.
Gonna take a peek.
All right. So Rooney goes into the building, and you see, you don't really hear much. You do still hear a little bit of the scuffling, but it's not constant. It's just every once in a while. But it's a shelf full of liquor.
All right. Gonna just start looking at the bottles, pick a few that she likes.
Okay. Yeah, they're very aged. Just
Yeah.
honestly pick something. I mean, you want it, it's there. It's a full stock.
Gonna grab 3 bottles.
Okay. They're not all full, because obviously, it was a full business.
Yeah. She's gonna try
Cabin.
to find the fullest.
Fullest ones? Okay. So, yeah, you're able to find a bottle of Dwarven brandy, some pretty strong stuff, and it's aged now, pretty old. It's a pretty dusty bottle. Like, it's been sitting there for so long that, like, the dust is not going to come off with just, wiping it.
Yeah.
Just adds to the flavor.
Yep.
There might be a little dust on the bottle.
Might be a little dust in the bottle, yeah. You never know. You find a small, and that one's a tall rectangular bottle, is the Dwarven brandy. And it is 3/4 full. You see a small, round, purplish glass bottle with rope, like golden braid rope, like infused into the glass. And it goes up the sides to the spout. And that is elven cognac. So that is what you got there.
Not
And
keeping that in a brown bag.
that still has
No, sir.
the wax seal on it, so it's never been opened.
Nice.
Oh, that's good stuff.
And then you also find a about a half full bottle, and it's a smaller rectangular bottle, or no, round bottle. Excuse me, small like round bottle.
Elven con
And it's
with the dwarves.
and it is it's a bottle of what's called dragon's blood. And it's actually more of like a liqueur, you know, like they use to mix it, but it does taste very good by itself. Yeah, it's kind of like amaretto, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It is
It
at this point
tastes
you
good by
realize you've
itself, but
stepped
it's
into
better
the
when you mix it with something else.
Right.
That's what the dragon's blood is.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's about like half full. You know, it's a smaller bottle.
Those dwarves weren't bartenders; they were mixologists.
Yes.
And they had the suspenders and the white shirt and the big mustaches.
When you go behind the bar to look, there is a skeleton at the bottom, like laying on the ground.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any like money behind the bar?
Yeah. You can see a bunch of old coins, various
I'm gonna grab 'em.
different, like copper, silver, gold. Let's say you find 6 copper, maybe 4 gold, and 7 silver. And they're all old coins, so they're not the newer coins. They're very very old dwarven coins. You kind of find those behind the counter, tucked up on one of the shelves or whatever. So you do hear scuffling whenever you bend down by the shelves. When you bend down to look, you hear some scuffling noises.
Where exactly do I hear the scuffling?
It's coming from like beside you.
Oh, okay.
You hear it, but you can't. Nothing was there.
Can't see
when
anything,
you turn,
yeah.
nothing. It was gone. But you heard it was like a.
Well, I want to try to figure out what the hell it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can do that.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back to the boys first though.
Okay.
So, Grime and Ariok, you are both in that other. You've come out of that room, right? So you go into the second room.
yeah.
Okay. Second room is the door is locked, but the key is sticking out in the front.
Well, unlock it.
Okay. So you unlock it. The door is a little tough to open, but you're able to open it up.
Okay.
And it is a confession room. And there are the little confessional booths on both sides.
Any bodies?
Well, all the doors are closed.
Oh,
So
okay.
you'd have to look inside.
Well, open them up.
All right. Which you just going to start opening them all up?
Yeah.
All right. So there's bodies in 2 of the cubby holes,
Okay.
but not the same confession booth.
Okay.
Yeah. So one of them seems to be. They both seem to be priests.
Okay.
That are in there. And they're again still squishy.
All right. Investigate to see if there's anything of note in this room. Again, we're looking for treasure.
Okay.
Objects.
Both of you, Grime and Ariok, maybe like an investigation check.
9.
Okay. Grime, what'd you roll? Both of you rolled a 9? Oh.
Combined, does that make an 18?
No. Because you're looking separately. You don't have the same eyes. Nothing really stands out to you as valuable. Other than like, the little holy symbols on the priests' cloaks and stuff like that, or whatever.
Any tapestries on? Oh, wait, hold on. Tapestries.
Yes.
There was tapestries out in the main room, right?
There are some tapestries out in the main room.
I would like to go back to those tapestries and look behind them, just like where I found the spike grass. I want to see if there's any like hidden or stones that I can remove behind any of those tapestries.
Back in the main room?
Yeah, like up where Bishop was looking at one time.
In where?
Yeah, we were in the main room, right? And there was like tapestries on the wall.
Yeah, there's tapestries lining both sides of that wall.
Yeah, I want to.
So there's some tapestries up there by the pulpit. There's some tapestries along lining the walls on both sides. So which wall do you want to look at?
Let's see. This is a temple to Obstesveto, Abshad, and Samfund. Obstesvoto. I'd like to try to find a tapestry that has all three of them in it.
There is one, and it is hanging behind the pulpit.
I go to that one and I look behind it.
You look behind it?
Yeah.
You don't see anything obvious. It is a very large tapestry.
Okay.
So it's huge. So like when you lift it and you try to look behind it, it is very heavy.
Then I guess I'll pull up my broom of flying. I'll fly up to the top of the tapestry, and then remove it,
Okay.
and then just make
You're
my
just
way.
gonna like,
Yep, and then make my way back down the wall.
yep, the whole thing falls down, curls up. Grime, are you out there too, or are you gonna stay in that room? Okay. Yeah, there's nothing useful in that room anyway. And obviously, Bishop went off to go do his own thing. Yeah, you see him do this. The whole tapestry falls, and when you do that, Grime, you notice the wall that was behind the tapestry. There's actually like paintings on the wall. It's like a big painting that's on the wall, like a mural, and the tapestry was covering it up.
Does the mural a copy of the tapestry, or is it something like starkly different?
Something completely different.
What is it of?
It is a chaos star, the symbol of Quirm. But as you look at it, right, it seems to be that that part of the painting is not nearly as old as the tapestry. So it seems to be that the tapestry was removed at one point, that was painted up, and then the tapestry was put back.
Go to the other wall, remove that tapestry. Is it the same Chaos Star?
Which tapestry?
The opposite side. Or is it one big one?
No, it was just behind the state. Yeah.
Okay. Again, any like hidden cubbies, stones I can remove?
Roll me an investigation.
Oh boy. Natural 20.
Natural 20. Oh, okay. There is a stone in the middle of the star that looks a little funky.
Baby knife, and then I'm gonna start carving out to try to remove the stone.
Well, as you go to take the stone and stick the little knife in there to carve out or whatever, you push the stone, and so it looks to be that you can push it.
Oh, it's a button. Okay, so I press the stone.
So when you push the stone, the staircase that leads up to the little platform where the lectern is, the staircase and reveals another staircase going down.
Bishop, Grime, I figured this out. Where the bloody hell is Rooney at?
You were in the wine cellar. Some really good wine down there. I mean, obviously, you're a robot, so it doesn't necessarily taste.
Not casks, right? But bottles.
Both.
Both. I'll
Yeah.
grab some bottles for everybody.
Couple of bottles. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So you got some wine. It's just wine. There's nothing special about it except that it's obviously hundreds of years old, so it's very aged.
Anything else going on in this room?
Nope. Just the wine cellar. Yeah.
No, like hidden wine casks. Knock on the wine cask. It's a door.
Roll
Anything
me
like that?
a
Door wine cask.
roll me an investigation check.
Okay, here we go. Please God. 19.
19. All right. One of the casks that you knock on,
Yeah.
you get this sound to it. There's nothing in that cask.
I test it. I test can I pull on it? Is there like a spigot in front of it?
There's a spigot on it. Yeah.
I turn that spigot.
Nothing comes out except for like a little spider.
I pull. Oh, hey, little fella. I don't say that. I'll pull on it.
Pull on it. Okay. When you pull on the cask, are you pulling on the spigot or on the cask?
Anywhere I can get my hands.
Okay, so the spigot's probably the easiest.
Okay,
so you can
fair.
pull on the spigot. It kind of rotates. So you can
I rotate it. I
jiggle
let
it.
it do its thing.
And when you pull it,
Yeah.
the where the like shelf with the cask was sitting,
Sure.
the whole thing just goes click click and kind of swings a little bit open.
Big enough for me to get through, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I do not waste any time when I go inside.
You're gonna go in there.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
We're splitting this party.
all right.
It's already split. Rudy's
All right.
outside. We're done. It's over.
Where are we at on? Oh, okay. We got a little bit of time.
What do we find?
So you go down, and it's like it's some staircases, and like you're walking down a staircase. There's some sconces on the wall.
I light 'em.
You're very happy about those. And it goes down. Back to Rooney real quick. You're looking for that sound. Okay. Make me a perception check. Now that you're extra aware of the sound, you're listening specifically for it, go ahead and roll with advantage.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? All right. You know, super still, super quiet. And you're sitting there listening specifically for that sound. And you hear it again. And then all of a sudden you hear another one. But it's upstairs. And you hear another one. Like that. And there seems to be like 3 or 4 of them running around the entire building.
I'm going to reach into my pocket. I'm going to pull out a little bit of my grubs, pull out a little bit of my rat, and a little bit of just like normal rations. And I'm going to make 3 different piles and 3 kind of close to each other, but a little bit spread out, hoping that they'll go for one of those types of food, see if they like it.
On the floor, like
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
thing? Yeah, okay. So, are you going to hide behind anything while you're waiting?
I'm going to sit up on the bar.
Sit up on the bar. Okay, so you're obviously, you're just out in the open.
just
sitting up on the
chilling,
bar.
sitting
Okay.
cross-legged.
So you're going to sit it up there. Go ahead and roll me a stealth check. So you're, sitting super quiet.
17.
17? Yeah, super quiet. After about 2-3 minutes, you can hear the. I should have pointed my microphone down. That would have been really funny.
Or just say you hear scurrying.
Scritchy scurrying. It's an interactive, podcast. No, just kidding.
4D podcast.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden you can hear a little bit of like. And sure enough, coming out from underneath one of the little thing, you see this little creature, this little furry little creature, go over to the grubs, and it's kind of sniffing the grubs, takes one, and then like sees the other piles, runs over to the other one, kind of sniffs it around, like picks up a little piece of the rat, kind of tests it, like samples it, goes over to the other rations, kind of smells it, and he eats the whole pile of rations.
I'm going to pull out a little bit more and just kind of hold it in my hand. I'm not going to move. I'm just going to sit there holding it.
Okay. He finishes his rations, and he doesn't really seem to be bothered by you moving, really. And then all of a sudden he stops and he like that, and you can see him. He behind the bar, and then he up beside you, and then like tries to sniff your hand. Roll me a performance check to see how still you can be while this thing gets in your hand.
15.
15? Yeah, good enough. Good enough. Yeah. So, this little tiny creature crawls up, starts eating the rations out of your hand. Roll me an animal handling check. Actually, no. Before you do that, roll me a nature check to see if you can tell me what this is. Or if you can tell what it is.
12.
12? It's a rat of some kind. You're not sure what kind of rat, but it is definitely a rat of some kind.
Is it cute? Or is it like one of those ugly New York rats?
You know, he's kind of in between. He's
So ugly that he's cute? Kind of.
Yeah, he's so ugly he's cute. Like those
okay.
naked dogs.
Yeah.
With the scraggly fur.
And
also
their
ears.
tongue always sticking out.
Yeah.
There is nothing cute about those things.
No, there is absolutely nothing cute about those things. Naked cats are cuter.
That's my opinion. Listeners, don't come at me for that.
But yes, he's so ugly, he's cute. But like you've never seen this type of rat before. But you do know that you don't really make it over to Ziz much, so it could be a native Zizian type creature.
Okay.
So now you can roll me an animal handling check.
19. Yeah!
So you're able to pet him, and he doesn't mind it so much. Doesn't bite you or run away or
A little
anything.
scratch behind the.
So yeah,
Like you good boy.
you've now made a friend. It's a Zizian rock rat.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yep, they are only native to Ziz, and they typically live in like the caverns. So a lot of miners find them in the caves and in the mines and stuff like that. So their fur is a kind of like a brown with some gray mixed in. That's kind of their fur, but their face is just like, ugh, you know. And they have very large ears for a rat.
I name him Fraggle.
Fraggle? Okay. You got Fraggle. He's still a wild animal, but you're able to pet him and feed him.
I'm just going to chill with Fraggle for a little while.
All right. I'm going to call it there because now that we have Bishop in his secret passage, and we have Grime and Ariok in his secret passage, we're going to have to see what happens next time for another round at the Groggy Donkey.
Bum, bum, bum.
I'm gonna die.
Thank you for joining us at the Groggy Donkey for this exciting tale. If you liked what you heard, please like and follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok at Groggy Donkey. We also have a Patreon now. We don't have much on the Patreon at the moment. We're still building it. But it is also Groggy Donkey. Tell all your friends about us, please. And we hope to see you next time for another round here at the Groggy Donkey. Stay groggy, everyone.
Oh, the Groggy Donkey calls us home where the adventurer's spirit roam. From the shadows to the dawn, our bond is never